radiator hums a hollow drone. I'm sitting in the temperature alone. I need to find some friction in the air before I let the apathy settle there. I drag your memory across the flint, just looking for a cruel, malicious glint. I need a sudden spark to light the dark. So I say I hate you. I say it till the venom starts to burn, a desperate substitute for your return. It's easier to stoke a bit of flame than admit I'm shivering when I hear your name. I wrap the anger around me like a coat to melt the heavy ice inside my throat. If I let the fury settle to the ground, I'd have to navigate without a sound. I'd have to feel the absolute degree of the winter that you left inside of me. I feed the furnace with my own disgust, because the warmth of rage is all I have to trust. A desperate heat to keep my lungs awake. So I say I hate you. I say it till the venom starts to burn, a desperate substitute for your return. It's easier to stoke a bit of flame than admit I'm shivering when I hear your name. I wrap the anger around me like a coat to melt the heavy ice inside my throat. Is just a desolate white snow. I have nowhere warm or meant to go. Beneath the malice my hands are turning blue. The hostility is just a mask I drew. If the fire dies, I'll turn to solid stone, freezing in the center of the zone. I hate you. I don't. I'm just so cold. The fire's going out. I'm freezing. The cursor blinks upon the final line, a civilized surrender by design. I type the letters with a heavy hand, a diplomatic bridge upon the sand. I swallow all the jagged little stones and bury all the damage in my bones, letting you walk out with hands wiped clean. I wish you good luck. I say it with the iron in my jaw, submitting to a quiet civil law, praying that the universe is kind and leaves the brutal things you did behind. A polite translation of a heavy scar. I hope it treats you better than you are. cursed the ground beneath your feet, or left a bloody ledger on the street. But rage requires an energy I lack. I don't have the strength to pull you back, so I draft the pardon that you didn't earn, and watch the final quiet bridges burn, forging a serenity I do not feel. I wish you good luck. I say it with the iron in my jaw, submitting to a quiet civil law, praying that the universe is kind and leaves the brutal things you did behind. A polite translation of a heavy scar. Hope it treats you better than you are. It isn't a forgiveness, it's a shield. I am retreating from the battlefield. I give you my blessing as a heavy fake, just to sever any hold you try to take. The high road is a lonely, freezing track. I say the words so you don't circle back. Good luck. Keep walking. Don't look at what you broke. The light is exhausted. Just let me go. I won't bother you anymore. I am learning how to occupy a fraction of the space, erasing the disaster from the angles of my face. I pack my ruined edges in a neat symmetric row, just a subtle disappearing act you'll never really know. I compress the heavy bruising down into a tiny frame, and carefully omit the syllables that make your name. I won't bother you anymore. I'll fold myself up into a quiet paper square, so you can walk the room pretending I was never there. I'll swallow down the panic and the ugly ragged tears, and vanish in the background of your coming years. I'll hide the total wreckage right behind the closet door. I won't bother you anymore. The collateral damage is a silent, contained spill. I practiced holding my exhausted lungs perfectly still. If I don't make a sound, you don't have to feel the weight of looking at the victim of your own decided fate. I sanitize the environment, I bleach away the rust, and grind the architecture of my begging into dust. I won't bother you anymore. I'll fold myself up into a quiet paper square, so you can walk the room pretending I was never there. I'll swallow down the panic and the ugly ragged tears, and vanish in the background of your coming years. I'll hide the total wreckage right behind the closet door. I won't bother you anymore. tragedy, shrieking to the bone. I'm making it convenient for you to stand alone. I'm tucking in the corners of my isolated grief to offer your conscience a fabricated relief. You won't even trip on the debris I leave behind, out of sight, out of mind. I won't bother you. I'm folded up, I'm put away. You don't have to look at the mess. I'm gone. Gone. The circulation slows between our hands, a quiet tragedy no one withstands. We're standing on the border of the tile, postponing the inevitable mile. I feel the tremor in your fading grip and watch the final heavy anchor slip. But I am paralyzed upon the floor. To release the only tether that I hold and step into the suffocating cold. To let you drop my fingers is a choice. To spend the decades without hearing your voice, it's an empty, freezing room I have to see. And I'm not ready for the ghost of me. The hinges wait to swing the heavy door to a geography I must explore. Without the gravity that kept me tied, without the shelter of you by my side, I memorize the friction of your skin before the brutal isolation rushes in. I'm stalling at the threshold of the dark. I am not ready to release the only tether that I hold and step into the suffocating cold. To let you drop my fingers is a choice. To spend the decades without hearing your voice, it's an empty, freezing room I have to see. And I'm not ready for the ghost of me. They say the grip will loosen on its own, but I am clinging to the very bone. If I unlace my fingers, it's the end. A sudden emptiness I can't suspend. I have to walk inside and shut the blind and leave the only warmth I know behind. I'm not ready Silver glasses clouded in the hall. I trace the silhouette against the wall. A stranger wears the clothes I used to own. Her eyes are dull, her posture turned to stone. I search for any flicker of the light before you drag the shadows through the night. I'm not the same. You carved the joy right from the center of my chest and left a hollow cavity inside the breast. I stare into the mirror and I cannot find the woman that you carefully unaligned. The architecture stands but lost its name. I'm not the same. They say the body clears its own debris, but there is nothing regenerating me. I'm navigating through an empty shell, a silent, heavy, suffocating cell. The gravity is pulling down my jaw. I operate entirely by floor. I'm not the same. You carved the joy right from the center of my chest and left a hollow cavity inside the breast. I stare into the mirror and I cannot find the woman that you carefully unaligned. The architecture stands but lost its name. I'm not the same. Before you settled as a suffocating cloud, you didn't just walk out the bedroom door. You took the person I was prior to the war. I'm an impersonator in my own skin, a hollow room where you have never been. I'm not the same. Just the ghost. Guarding the bruise like a secret I keep, tracing the jaggedness while you're asleep. Deep in the marrow, a familiar thrum, the only part of me that isn't numb. I keep the window cracked to feel the chill, anything to keep the ghost standing still. If the pain goes away, what is left of the story? Just a vacant room in all its silent glory. If the fever breaks and the swelling subsides, I'll have nowhere left for your memory to hide. I'm clinging to the sting, the only anchor in the bay, terrified of what happens if the pain goes away. They offer me tinctures and talk of the light, but a clean slate is just another way to lose the fight. I'd rather be bleeding than perfectly hollow with no bitter metal. medicine left here to swallow. Your absence is heavy, it's shaped like a knife. It's the only thing giving me any sign of life. If the pain goes away, what is left of the story? Just a vacant room in all its silent glory. If the fever breaks and the swelling subsides, I'll have nowhere left for your memory to hide. I'm clinging to the sting, the only anchor in the bay, terrified of what happens if the pain goes away. The healing feels like a second betrayal, a slow motion drifting, a tattered sail. If I'm not hurting, then you aren't here, and I can't survive an atmosphere that's clear. Don't let the wound close, don't let the scar fade. I'm not ready for the peace that you made. If the pain goes away, I'll be entirely alone. The ache is all I own. Stay with me in the sting. Just keep hurting. You touch my shoulder with a careful grace, studying the hollows of my face. You speak in whispers that you used to save, but you are only talking to a grave. You bring the tenderness I beg to see, back when the blood was actually warm in me. But the atmosphere is sterile in this room. If you love me now, it's just a eulogy, a beautiful speech for the ghost of me. You're holding the hands of a mannequin, pretending the feeling is rushing in. You are mourning a pulse that already slowed, paying a debt that you no longer owe. It's a tragic parade for a broken vow. If you love me now. The living room is cleared of all the fight. We're just two strangers in the amber light. You try to pull me close against your chest, but this anatomy is put to rest. You're pouring water on a severed root, dressing the ruin in a formal suit. It's an autopsy wrapped in an embrace. If you love me now, it's just a eulogy, a beautiful speech for the ghost of me. You're holding the hands of a mannequin, pretending the feeling is rushing in. You are mourning a pulse that already slowed, paying a debt that you no longer owe. It's a tragic parade for a broken vow. If you love me now. The monitor went flat a month ago. I watched the final desperate ember blow. Your sudden warmth is just a freezing shock, a frantic turning of a rusted lock. The devotion is gorgeous, the timing is cruel. I'm a vacant museum words into the dirt. We've already stopped breathing. Keep your flowers, I'm already gone. Just because of you, I skip over the audio we played in the drive. I avoid the South District just to keep myself alive. There's a booth in a diner I pretend doesn't exist. Another casualty added to a heavy growing list. I'm a fugitive hiding in the town where I was born, navigating the edges of the jagged things we've torn. Just because of you, the concrete is rigged with the shrapnel of our past. Every intersection is a heavy shadow cast. I am walking on a wire over every street we knew. I've surrendered my own city just because of you. I can't stomach the radio, I can't look at the trains. The geography is tainted by the phantom of the stains. Every flickering street light is an ambush in the cold, a terrifying playback of the promises we told. I'm barricaded in the bedroom, staring at the floor, because outside is a battlefield from a finished silent war. Just because of you, the concrete is rigged with the shrapnel of our past. Every intersection is a heavy shadow cast. I am walking on a wire over every street we knew. I've surrendered my own city just because of you. The perimeter is shrinking, the safe zones are all gone. I'm held hostage by the memories before the breaking dawn. You didn't just walk out and leave me in the gray. You weaponized the pavement when you walked away. Now every single landmark wears your name. Just because of you, I can't go outside. Everywhere is us, there is nowhere left to hide. I'm trapped here. Frost is climbing up the bedroom wall. I watch the temperature between us fall. You're sitting in the chair, a solid shape, but all the vital parts of you escape. I trace the silhouette I used to hold before the heavy atmosphere turned cold. Love me like you do, or like you did, before the winter took your face, before you left me in this devastating space. I'm begging with the phantom in the room to pull me from the center of this gloom. Take off the armor, let the feeling through, and love me like you do. I try to summon up the older days before you settled in this glacial haze, when blood was running warm beneath your skin, and you would actually let my fingers in. Now I am chipping at a wall of white, just looking for a flicker in the night. Love me like you do, or like you did, before the winter took your face, before you left me in this devastating space. I'm begging with the phantom in the room to pull me from the center of this gloom. Take off the armor, let the feeling through, and love me like you do. It's a pathetic, agonizing plea to ask a shadow just to look at me. You are a monument of frozen stone, and I am bleeding out in here alone. I'm talking to a memory of a man, hoping it will reach you if it can. Love me like you do, just once more, before the ice sets in completely. I'm so cold. Please. I took the chisel to my heavy frame, erasing every letter of my name. I sanded down the corners of my speech to fit inside the borders of your reach. I shrunk the radius of my own mind and left the heavier debris behind, just carving down the spirit and the wood to stand exactly where you said I should. But I'm not perfect for you. I mutilated everything I was, submitting to your microscopic laws. I dragged this altered body to your door, but you don't use that cylinder anymore. You changed the heavy locks without a sound and left my missing pieces on the ground. I bled for the dimensions that you drew, but I'm not perfect for you. I memorized the blueprint you preferred and swallowed every contradicting word. I made a masterpiece of my decay, just hoping you would finally let me stay. I hold the freezing brass within my grip and feel the awful realization slip. The key I forged from my own heavy bone is useless on this newly structured stone. But I'm not perfect for you. I mutilated everything I was, submitting to your microscopic laws. I dragged this altered body to your door, but you don't use that cylinder anymore. You changed the heavy locks without a sound and left my missing pieces on the ground. I bled for the dimensions that you drew, but I'm not perfect for you. The tragedy is what I cannot mend. I cut away my nature for the end. I can't retrieve the fragments from the floor. I don't know my own architecture anymore. You wanted something smaller you could hold, then left me amputated in the cold. Not perfect, the key won't turn. I cut away too much, there's nothing left to fit. I'm locked up. Locked out. I felt the concrete tear across my skin. I've known the sudden shock of caving in, but broken bones will knit beneath the cast, and fevers break when winter nights have passed. This is a different geometry of pain, a quiet, unrelenting, heavy rain, a devastation hiding in the chest, where nothing can be formally addressed. Only love can hurt like this, a slow, methodical paralysis. No blade could ever cut this deep and clean, or leave a catastrophic wound unseen. The rhythm of the shattering is slow, because the terrifying truth I know is that my ruined body wants to stay. Only love can take the air away. The biological command is to retreat, to drag my heavy posture to the street. But every fragmented and jagged piece refuses to demand a full release. I hemorrhage all my dignity and pride, just begging for permission to abide. It's a sickness to endure the constant crush and wait in this humiliating hush. Only love can hurt like this, a slow, methodical paralysis. No blade could ever cut this deep and clean, or leave a catastrophic wound unseen. The rhythm of the shattering is slow, because the terrifying truth I know is that my ruined body wants to stay. Only love can take the air away. No tourniquet can bind an empty space, no stitches close the absence in this place. The monitor records a fortune while I am losing everything within. Only love, I'm still right here, shattering on the beat. I wanna stay, it hurts so much. The clock is flashing 3 in neon red. You spin the silk and pull it round the bed. I see the fabrication in your eye, the careful architecture of the lie. But the air is freezing out beyond the door, so drag the fiction close across the floor. Tell me again, pour the sweet delusion in my ear. I'd rather drown in what I wanna hear and starve upon the jagged, ugly truth, where I am just the casualty of youth. Keep the velvet blindfold pulled down tight and tell me again tonight. You weave the alibis with such a grace, a beautiful vocabulary for this empty space. I watch the hesitation in your throat as you construct the fragile, sinking boat. I know there's heavy water in the hull, but the lullaby is just too beautiful. Tell me again, pour the sweet delusion in my ear. I'd rather drown in what I wanna hear and starve upon the jagged, ugly truth, where I am just the casualty of youth. Keep the velvet blindfold pulled down tight and tell me again tonight. They say reality is what we need to heal, but I cannot afford the things I feel. The honesty will strip me to the bone and leave me shivering and overthrown. So decorate the ruin with a smile and let me keep the fever for a while. Tell me again, say you never meant to go. Say I'm the only one, make it sound real just one more time. Stretch the yellow tape across the bedroom frame and catalog the residue that doesn't have a name. I'm bagging up the silence where your promises decayed, a forensic calculation of the heavy mess you made. I shine a brutal flashlight into every hollow crack, looking for a single sign you ever loved me back. What I meant to you, was I just a footnote at the bottom of the page, a temporary prop upon your solitary stage? I'm digging through the wreckage for an alibi, a fraction of the truth beneath the heavy lie. I need a piece of evidence to hold on to prove what I meant to you. The timeline of your sudden quiet shift, the exact acceleration of the continental drift, the freezing of the atmosphere, the shutting of the blind, the casual erasure of the life you left behind. I'm looking for a motive in the ashes of the fire, to see if I was anything but collateral desire. What I meant to you, was I just a footnote at the bottom of the page, a temporary prop upon your solitary stage? I'm digging through the wreckage for an alibi, a fraction of a truth beneath the heavy lie. I need a piece of evidence to hold on to prove what I meant to you. Falling rain, the laboratory cannot isolate the origin of pain. The tragedy is simple, the conclusion is precise. I was just a sudden impulse, never worth the heavy price. The files are turning yellow, the investigation ends. We aren't even enemies, we never were your friends. What I meant to you, the scene is wiped clean, case closed, nothing left to find. I was just a shadow. You never cry. The canvas pulls across the heavy zipper's teeth. I'm searching for the ruin underneath, a subtle hesitation in your pace, a microfracture on your stoic face. But your anatomy is perfectly aligned, leaving all the heavy wreckage far behind. You check your pockets and you find your keys, without a single moment on your knees. You never cry. You turn the color of your coat against the cold, and drop the fragile narrative we told. I'm coughing up the water from my lung, while you are tasting freedom on your tongue. I thought we shared an ocean in the dark, but I was the only one going under. You never cry. I'm standing in a terrifying flood, the pressure rearranging all my blood. But you are walking on the barren sand, without a single tremor in your hand. The terrifying clarity of dry white bone, proving I was in the deep alone. You look at my disaster faster with a steady blink, watching the heavy vessel start to sink. You never cry. You turn the color of your coat against the cold, and drop the fragile narrative we told. I'm coughing up the water from my lung, while you were tasting freedom on your tongue. I thought we shared an ocean in the dark, but I was the only one going under. You never cried. I wanted just a fraction of a tear to validate the heavy atmosphere, to prove the architecture wasn't fake, and show me that you had a heart to break. But the desert in your eyes is absolute, a devastating, silent, dry dispute. You never cried, not a single drop. I'm drowning right in front of you, and you just blink. The geometry of your face is perfectly aligned. I recognize the posture and the shadow cast behind. But looking in your eyes is like staring at a screen, a terrifying replica of somewhere I have been. You wear his heavy sweaters and you occupy his chair. But when I reach to touch you, there is only freezing air. You're not like before. The man I gave my life to doesn't live here anymore. I'm standing at a funeral inside our living room, mourning a phantom in a quiet breathing tomb. You're still walking, you're still speaking, your blood is running warm, but I am looking at a stranger wearing his familiar form. I didn't see the moment that the empathy gave out, a quiet suffocation in a slow invisible drought. No sudden tragic accident, no sirens in the night, just a gradual retreating of the center of your light. I'm grieving for a casualty that no one else can see, because the body is still standing right in front of me. Before, the man I gave my life to doesn't live here anymore. I'm standing at a funeral inside our living room, mourning a phantom in a quiet breathing tomb. You're still walking, you're still speaking, your blood is running warm, but I am looking at a stranger wearing his familiar form. It's a cruel hallucination to have you standing here, a biological trick to make the ending less as severe. I cannot lay a wreath upon a man who pays the rent, but all the tenderness we harbored is completely spent. The hardest way to lose someone is watching them survive, a devastating hollow thing, pretending it's alive. Not like before. Who is this? I miss him so much, but you're standing right here, and he's already gone.